Got a copyright strike, sorry guys. Welcome to Inside the and Farm. I was hoping you go farm. Hey guys, let's talk about this beer.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Crazy road beer. Guys, remember Rogue's Winter? You weren't here yet, loser. But whatever. Me and Matt remember Rogue's Winter, and it's back now. No, it's not. But just for one day. Bat Squatch says Dare
Hazy Indian
Risk
Pale Ale.
Dream.
Check that out.
It's a cool can. I like that.
Yeah,
Can.
Bat Squatch.
They're two cool
Great color.
cans.
Let's prosties.
Gross.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Rogue's Winter, one of my favorite breweries, obviously, in the country, in the world.
So one of the reasons I'm excited about my new bar is I've been collecting cool bottles and cans that I like the designs.
We'll cut in a shot of your bar.
Just put a picture out there. And so I'm like, I can finally, because they've just been like hanging around in like shelves and stuff, especially in the pantry, that I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, but I like it. So I'll have a place to display them. That's not tacky at all.
It'll be a great set piece too when we start doing skits and stuff. Like
Yeah.
we're like, I'm at the bar, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
like our speakeasy.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% for that for the record. How are you guys doing?
We're good. Like, I'm crazy
I
about
mean,
this guy.
you helped democracy.
We did.
That's a big deal.
Hey, you guys. Joe Biden won.
Did he? Who knows, guys? The votes are still being counted.
Yeah, they're still recounting
Whatever.
the votes.
Also, I'm super proud of Georgia. Super proud of Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania was my biggest surprise.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
That was everyone's biggest fear. Yeah.
It was pretty though.
But fuck you, Florida.
But also Florida, sinking the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Don't say that lightly.
Not the alligators
ocean.
just take you over.
We're good. We're good.
Oh, how are you?
So I'm good.
Keep going, I'm listening.
You probably a couple podcasts, maybe even last podcast, we talked about trying to move.
Yep.
That we had bought, we sold the house, we're going to buy a new house, we're going to move into October 30th. So, as of today, which is the 10th of November, as of recording, sold that moved. And so, things, your interest rate only has a certain set amount of days.
Right.
It's all running out. And so we're just getting super anxious. And I'm trying to hold things together because you have to go to work and I can't freak out. Jamie is too, not as well, but is still doing it. And so we finally were getting down to crunch time, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so you guys ready to give us $400 to extend this?" And we're like,
No, fuck you.
"No," because they're as we did mention, they're the ones that made the mistake. Completely, they completely dropped the ball, and so that's why we're still waiting. And so we basically give it. It wasn't really an ultimate. It's nicer than I said in private stories, but we were basically we would like you to waive the fee or something, and so they agreed to give us an extension, which was nice. But then it was they're basically the ball's back in your court. We're like, cool, and it was a week extension. So not even 5 days, 5-day extension. We're like, okay, cool. So we went to our lawyer, and the lawyer was like, I think I can do that, and so we called back yep, we're selling our house at 1 p.m. on Friday. As of right now, knock on wood, and it'll be sold by the time you see this podcast.
Is your lawyer Joe?
Joe, yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I have no clue.
No, I used him because I used their lawyer for my selling of my home, and he's a great guy. He was really nice and helped me through everything, and I would suggest him. Go through him again when the time comes.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So we're selling our house at 1 p.m. and then buying our new house at 3 p.m.
There you go.
Which means we'll have to have everything out by 1 basically on Friday. That's gonna be fun.
So you're homeless for 2 hours.
For 2 hours we'll be homeless. So I'm gonna crash on your couch for 2 hours. Actually, I'll probably be at work most likely. I'm gonna try and take the day off, but who the fuck knows? Because I'm still trying to hire someone, and that's always fun. But yeah, that's about it. So good news. Hopefully, by the next podcast, we'll hopefully be in a new place. Internet though, we can't install internet until the 18th, and I'm like, ugh, really? You fucking kidding me?
It's pretty lame.
Is it Verizon?
Yeah. Oh. You're like, if something else comes up, we'll let you know. I'm like, cool. So we'll see about that. I might you crashing over here just to use your internet.
Yeah. Because we don't already have 5 screens going at once usually.
We're so slow, man. What the hell? trying to download this full-length porn. Let's talk about some news of that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Guys, Xbox Series X is out. Now. Right now. Already being sold on eBay and Amazon for over $1,000.
Yeah, of course.
What about the Series S? Is that out too? Yes?
Yes, the S.
SA? The SA?
So, Xbox Canada, to promote the Xbox Series X coming out, sent a giant Xbox Series X afloat on Lake Ontario that projected free game codes on its surface. So there you go. It was useful, right?
Sounds awesome and weird at the same time.
I should have sent the picture, but it was literally like a 20-foot tall Xbox X Series just floating on the lake.
I want them game codes, baby.
Well, drive to Lake Ontario and you can get some.
Okay, well, I'm here for the game codes. I was trying to move this weekend, but I guess I'm going to Lake Ontario.
Right? Canada knows how to do it, you guys.
And so does Xbox, guys. They're the new, more fun Xbox. This time, we care about people.
And very box shaped now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. Like before, they weren't Xbox shaped, and you're like, is this an Xbox or an X sort of box?
Yeah.
Lame.
Like, remember when the Nintendo Cube was like the coolest thing?
I mean, it was a cube, literally. You couldn't go wrong.
Right? So,
Advertised.
a box is just as cool, obviously.
I would still rock a GameCube. There were some good games on that.
There you go.
Good carts on that. Very portable.
Well, I have a really quick piece of news, because there's not much more to it than Umbrella Academy was renewed for Season 3, so...
You're cute. So, there is more to this.
Definitely.
It was renewed for Season 3. 10-episode arc. I just took the last 2. No plot details are released. Or are they? So, basically, this is based on a comic. There is a comic that has an ending that's very much like Season 2. And no, I won't spoil Season 2, but I'll tell you about Season 3, so it could be a little bit of a spoiler, so I'll pat my head real quick. It's not really a spoiler. This is just a theory from an avid fan of the comic book. This is some material. Not really, but I did read this. So basically in the next arc, and it's kind of introduced in the last episode of this arc, there's a supervillain team called the Sparrow Academy. And they're like basically like
the
alternate
versions,
like the alternate versions of those characters. Like if they'd gone bad.
Right, or that they are completely different characters, because if we already patted our heads, I'm just gonna say if he decided after meeting them that he didn't want them anymore, he got all new kids. He was like, "Fuck all y'all."
It's confirmed that
Ben,
at least one of them is
a badass.
Yeah. Who's a badass mofo. And I'm ready for it. Let's do this.
Yeah, especially since Ben's had like such a weak character because he's basically like an appendage of Klaus. Who also Klaus is my favorite, and even though he has his issues, I love him dearly, and I can understand why.
I still remember when he got caught stealing from the pick and mix. So there you go,
pick and mix.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Umbrella Academy has done it right. 2 seasons.
Steve Blackman, the showrunner, is going to also be the executive producer now, so he's got even more control over the project.
And he's going to use a kendo stick when he
No, not that Steve Blackman. Steve Blackman.
Damn it.
Not Mon.
Yeah! You'll fight Ken Shamrock for the championship.
He's not going to be a legit
for the European Championship.
Hardcore championship, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm cool with that. That's some good news though, for sure. Mm-hmm. Especially when Netflix has been so gun shy recently, and there's a rumor that they're going to go back to like episodic releases for things like a TV show, and I'm like, don't do that. Why would you do that?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think they see the success of some of it, like people tuning into The Mandalorian every week. And
part of it too is that you can release less content. Like if you release a whole show, someone binges it, and they're done in like 2 days. And then you have
but no one's canceling their Netflix subscriptions. So
Lovecraft Country.
Really, this should be a show on Quibi.
God, they're done. They're done. Let's not talk about it anymore.
Go the opposite.
I have some more good news, you guys. Fall Guys developer Mediatonic it teamed up with United Kingdom charity called
UK.
War Children UK. So they're gonna do some live streaming events that actually support children who've been affected by war, and I think that's
So
pretty
are you
awesome.
gonna be playing this then? Because we have Fall Guys, so you can
Yeah,
play.
I would play it. Isn't it basically like what's that show where humans like
Most
do
of the
stupid
time
shit?
Wipeout.
Yeah,
Wipeout,
Wipeout.
yeah.
Yeah, Wipeout with characters. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
That's
That's like a lot of physics
Fall Guys
involved.
is one of Connor's favorite games of all time.
I absolutely 100%
Fucking
see that. Yeah.
Loves that game. And like to the point where he just randomly like, yeah, Dad, just know they're coming out with new suits soon. I started a commercial and they're gonna have a new show for a guy. I'm like, what?
Does he play it?
You know,
He
yeah, he
plays
loves,
on
he loves
PlayStation?
it. Those Fall Guys. And,
No, the
and
kids have moved on to Among Us, but yeah, I mean, I get it.
that's very sus, man.
So sus.
Yeah.
So don't play the game at all.
Dan and Nick really liked it when they played though. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, if you have the attention span for something like that more than 5 seconds.
We
it's
said
fun.
they have also moved on to Among Us, so everyone has. They got all of our kids. Except for
Hey!
Gemma, who's
Guess who plays Among Us? AOC! So, you know.
that's why we should play it too.
AOC sus.
And that's why
Green Deal.
Republicans won't
You
play
Green
it.
Deal.
Because they hate AOC.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's used to bring in children so that they can, you know, get the adrenaline out of their adrenal glands to give to the Clintons. So.
Pizzagate.
That's a good theory.
Hashtag Pizzagate.
Okay.
Guys.
I have more good news.
Okay,
Do you have
well,
good news?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep going, go ahead. Yeah, keep it
I
all-
also
keep it
have
rolling.
Adidas
I think this is the most easy
is
I've
coming
had.
out with some shoes
Wow,
this
my birthday
December.
presents.
Yeah, his
Christmas.
Christmas gift. Based on Miles Morales' Spider-Man.
Okay, so did you guys watch this though? Did you watch the fucking game? It's the first 10 minutes of gameplay.
Oh, I watched the game
Yeah.
play, yeah. I have.
I was like, this looks fucking great.
It's already a great game, dude. Insomniac made a high-level great
Like
game.
legitimately
in Spider-Man.
fun game. It looks like, and
And they've added 10 hours of content, because this isn't a new game. This is just, basically, they've made another character in the Spider-Man game, and it's like a big DLC, basically. But
Kinda,
it's
yeah.
still fantastic. It looks great. It's supposedly 10 hours of gameplay, new powers, a lot more of the story and all the nuance. that
which
come
is
with
very
Miles Morales.
Insomniac, by the way. They're like, yeah, we have all the assets, so we'll just like make it a little
I mean,
cooler.
I still want Punk Spider-Man every once in a while, but you know, I love Miles Morales.
I think the original Spider-Punk suit though.
Spider-Punk's dope.
No, the suits I think is Spider-Punk.
I know. I played the game. I played your game.
They also have a couple original, like very cool original suits that have never been seen,
And
any
some that
Spider
are
before.
ugly.
Like, super ugly.
Like, no, I don't want to wear that one.
I don't
Like,
But it has good powers now,
G-L-Y,
I don't
you
think
ain't
that
got no alibi, you ugly.
You can
Yeah,
make a drone
yeah,
come out. I don't
ugly.
really care.
I'm good.
Spider-Punk, give me that guy.
Yeah, I missed shooting that game. You know,
Well, can you get it for you have the game, the original?
yeah, I think it's
Just
not-
DLC for it, I think, isn't it?
I don't think it's free. No.
Oh, it's no, but I thought you had to pay for it. But it's still just a DLC for the
yeah,
game.
Sure.
Whereas standalone, I don't know. That's what I was asking you.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So I mean, you own it, so you might as well get it at least some.
It looked amazing though. Like it was.
No, definitely.
I actually even liked like just him walking to New York City. I'm like, no, it's fun. We can do that.
I mean, who doesn't love walking through New York City?
Just be Miles Morales and chill during.
I was
Holiday
watching this thing on Film Theory where they were talking about how the multiverse is gonna be affected over the next 2 phases, or how the guy from Game Theory does, and he was talking about the different
That
Marvel
guy from
universes.
Game Theory.
He's talking about Matt Pat. He's talking about like how the anime is a different universe, and how the Into the Spider-Verse is actually a different universe than the comics or than the movie. He's like, but all this stuff can come together very easily.
I mean,
he's
Into the
like,
Spider-Verse
he's
already
talking
works,
about-
something,
that's basically like he's like the technology and how it works has already been breached in this and in Doctor Strange and stuff like that, and Avengers and stuff like that.
I mean, the older version of Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse is based on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So like, and there's little tiny Easter eggs that nod to it as well in that movie. So it's like, sure, why not?
Hopefully, there's a Chris Pine Spider-Man as well, though,
Wow.
for the puppiest
I'm
lips.
like, that's right, guys. I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man, guys, but puppiest lips. Look at my lips.
I don't Botox. It's just natural.
It's my
I
lips,
want
my
the
lips
Jake
look like-
Johnson Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Even busted ass nose.
Yeah.
eyes. I've
Just
definitely been through some shit.
just nihilistic as fuck. Just hates life. but
Definitely been through some
still
shit,
trying
guys.
to maybe do the right thing. Yeah.
It's kind of like the older Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And there you go. Asked and
My
answered.
life blows.
Asked and answered.
Isn't that his voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was
Yeah.
confused. I'm like, isn't that him?
I'll add in the effect where there's a little shine on my teeth.
The I
Perfect.
hate
Perfect.
everything Spider-Man.
Guys, I have the best news of the week. So
Okay, let's do it now
the
then.
best news of what could have been, though. What could have been. So don't be forlorn after I tell you this news, because it didn't
Okay.
happen. So did you know, guys, the original big bad of Star Wars Episode 7, 8, and 9 was supposed to be Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, yeah.
So if Lucas had had his way, the story would have been very different. Which has any of his stories, like even, including the original Star Wars.
There have been laser swords?
There would have been laser
Laser
swords. So many laser swords. So according to the Star Wars Archive, 1999 through 2005, a great book title, by the way,
Mhm.
just hit the shelves this week. It details George Lucas's vision and how it differed from Disney's version. Darth Maul trained an apprentice named Darth Talon, which happens in the comics. So Lucas just keeps it canon in this case. Darth Talon was basically like the new Darth Vader and a female, so like a lady Darth Vader.
Like a hot one?
Actually,
Sexy.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have enough
Sexy
evil
Darth
ladies.
Vader.
Like, we need some evil lady
Yeah.
Jedis. But the thing
Sexy
is,
Darth
women
Vader.
are better than men.
Well,
so
that-
women.
There's one in
There are a few in the canon.
Yeah,
There's
but-
the Night Sister,
Rebels.
Ventress.
But also-
Ventress is in
But
there.
also, women know better.
But she also falls in love with a man, because he's a man. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like sexy or something.
turn me back to the light side, baby. Woo.
With your love.
Women are just evil bitches.
Yeah, until they find a good man.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Also, Mara Jade, famously from
Non-canonical now, yeah. They tried to shove it back in.
He just tried to come
So-
at Louis with his food.
So what would have actually happened, it would have taken place in a different time period. It would have been just a few years after Return of the Jedi. So Luke Skywalker would have still been around and kind of youngish. He would have been, he's reestablishing the Jedi Order, but the twist is, guys, you find out that Leia is actually the chosen one in the end.
Duh.
And she was the Supreme Chancellor and also a Jedi.
Yeah, duh.
So like she's
Not too much power there. It's fine. It's fine.
Women can handle it. Again, women.
It's fine.
and also she would have been played by Hillary Clinton instead of Carrie Fisher.
No.
It's weird. Pizzagate. Actually Pizzagate. Actually lightsaber gate.
And she would have taken off face. The Emperor would have been underneath the whole time.
Be a lizard
That's
person.
right. I dress as a
Be a
woman. He takes
lizard
off like the
person.
fake boobs too. Like I'm
Like,
here.
but I'm keeping the boobs.
I'm keeping the boobs. Yeah, these are actually mine. I buffed them up with a
And then
nice
he pulls
bra.
his mask off again, and it's Jeffrey
I had-
Epstein. Ooh.
And someone kills him.
Mm.
Does even kill himself. That's all I have for that one. It's just funny. Like, okay, nice George Lucas. Go away now. Forever.
Sure, yeah, I mean,
You can go away
great.
now forever.
Speaking of trilogies, guys, there's a new trilogy coming, guys. A Quiet Place.
Third
movie.
Is a quiet place.
Third movie coming down the pipeline. This is actually, they're saying it's more of a spin-off more than a
I was
sequel.
gonna say they're gonna bring back John Krasinski's
John
character.
Krasinski is super dead. But okay, this is going to be directed by Jeff Nichols, who did Midnight Special recently. But
Now,
also,
tell me the plot of Midnight Special.
Yeah.
no clue.
What the fuck is? It's not the Midnight Meat Train,
Midnight. It's not. The
obviously.
No, I think he also directed the Midnight. I think he just directs things at midnight normally, so it's a
I
Midnight.
like your moxie on that one. But there's a rumor this is based off a John Krasinski idea that he just
No,
like,
it is.
had.
No, it's fully is.
Yeah.
He actually participated in the story, but the writer is and the director is going to be Jeff Nichols.
Yeah.
Not a direct sequel to QP2, which is what we call what us
QP2.
Quiet Places.
Yeah,
Us Quiet
obviously.
Places call it.
QB
Yeah.
hats.
The QB,
The QB
yes,
hats.
The
yeah.
cuties.
The Q-tips.
Cutie pies.
So Quiet Place 2 though not even out yet because they got
Yeah.
bumped. It was actually supposed to come out a week after they locked down everything. So
Yeah.
sorry. So it's
This is
still
slated for 2022.
yeah, and Quiet Place 2 is still slated for April 23rd of 2021. I put or never because who the fuck knows? Or the apocalypse.
You'll be dead.
No, you guys, good things are coming,
Good
right?
things coming. That's right.
Actual people who give a shit about pandemics are gonna be in charge, right?
I mean, at least scientists, right?
People that wear a goddamn mask on TV and stuff, you know?
And sometimes run down an aisle to give a speech.
People who don't talk about grabbing women by their lady parts.
But then sometimes grab them by other parts. But
You know what? I know.
Listen.
Okay, we can't.
Shut up.
Listen,
You're
we
not
all
helping.
wanted. We all wanted the cool uncle who like let you drink wine at Thanksgiving the first time, and like
Joe Biden would do
introduced
that,
you
but
to
then he'd,
Grateful
also be,
Dead.
like, a really
And
good
like
guy.
we all wanted the cool uncle, but instead we got the uncle who like puts money into your college fund. And you know what? That guy gives a shit about your future. What we don't want is the uncle who definitely sexually molested
Maybe
you.
you shouldn't check
So-
that uncle's browser history.
Yeah.
We're not going to check his browser history,
Exactly.
but that's fine, you know?
Okay?
I don't care what's in your browser.
But what I really want next time is maybe a younger person, because I'm sick of all these old white dudes. But at least we picked the better of two evils.
Have you seen
right?
that meme that's just a picture of all the vice presidents? Though it's like white guy, white guy, white guy.
Yeah.
Come
That's
on.
what it was. That's what it was with
Yep.
Barack before Barack was there. It was
Yeah.
white dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, white dudes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, oh, no. Yeah, they're all, there's a lot of white
Guys,
dudes.
50% of our country is racist, but the
A
majority.
little less, guys.
voted.
We've lost some
Yeah.
time in the
Hey, you know who
Already
the
voted for Biden.
second highest votes for president that ever happened was? The one that just happened right now where the guy lost, Donald
Yeah.
Trump.
Exactly.
And the first one was the one where the guy won.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
so
Nah, it's not frustrating. It's cool.
totally cool. It's
Cool.
totally awesome. I'm excited about a piece of news. So Robert Eggers, who directed The Witch, have you seen The Witch?
Season of the Witch.
No.
Yeah, we
No.
watched it on
Let's
Murphy
be
Watches.
season of the witch.
The Witch
Yeah.
came out a few years ago. It's a horror film, independent horror film. It was a great movie. We should watch it. And also The Lighthouse, which starred Willem Dafoe.
We can't watch it. It's a good
And
movie.
Batman. And Batman is in it too.
Well, you know.
So it's
Yes,
Batman
exactly.
and Batman.
And Green Goblin.
So anyway,
I get you, Batman.
Anya Taylor-Joy, who most recently is in The Queen's Gambit on
That's
Netflix,
right.
which was
Jamie
really
really
good.
wants to
Yeah,
watch it.
I watched it. It's great. And
She's
she's
like,
been
you're
in
not
some
gonna
other
want to
things I've
watch it. I'm
seen.
like,
Yeah,
well, she's kind of cute.
it's pretty good. She's sexy. I mean, she's like a teenage girl when it starts, so maybe go. But yeah.
The actress is 18, right?
She is they're currently filming his third movie, The Northman, which when I heard it, I was like, Vikings. And yes, Vikings.
Nope, just Canadians.
Yeah, just
Hey, what's
I'd be
going
okay
on?
with that too.
It's a,
But she said it's unlike
From the
anything
north.
else you've ever seen, and she's
What?
in it. Anya Taylor-Joy, also again Willem Dafoe, Alexander
I'm a Viking.
Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman.
well, his stellar skateboard.
Ethan
his
Hawke,
brother is gonna definitely.
and Bjork. No, Stellar Skateboard is his dad.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård is his brother.
That's too many scars.
All the Skarsgård.
I'm
Yeah,
also
what-
in the
yeah.
Northman.
Listen, Bjork's in it. Bjork and Nicole Kidman. So I'm excited. I saw The Witch. I'd like to see The Lighthouse, and I like all those people. So bring it on. Bring
We
it
go
on.
down the line.
Bring it on.
I only have one thing left, and it's the best news of the night.
Oh my
It's
God.
best news.
Oh, really?
Yeah, beat your
'Cause
best
it's
news from
here
earlier.
that I
Then I'll go
got you
first.
stay.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla out to fairly good reviews right now. Are we excited about this?
That's pretty
Man,
good.
You're not Assassin's Creed head. You
I-
like
More
Assassin's
Vikings.
I hope
Are
to
you
get
gonna
it. I hope to get it at some point. I
More
don't
Vikings.
have it right now, but
I just want to watch you turn from a woman to a man, like while you're battling. I think that's really cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
And then
And I
ladies
do
who-
that in real life.
There's something. There's got to be something with the Animus. It got good reviews from IGN. I think Anthony gave it 8 out of 10, which is pretty good.
Despite,
Yeah. that's
like,
good.
the sexual
That's good. That's fully
harassment.
good.
you know, so it's.
I mean, sexual harassment is what's makes it games better. So. Honestly.
They have a woman main character sort of in this game, so okay.
And she walks and talks and does everything the same as the man character.
Yeah.
Like,
That was the last game.
Okay, like fine, I guess.
That was Odyssey.
Walking like a like a dude, like
I'm
couldn't
also.
get a different-
I'm a woman, not
they
a
couldn't
man.
get a female actress to do the mocap.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They just put boobs on a guy.
Yeah.
Like
That was one of the
Nice
biggest
boobs.
complaints about they put
Top
a
notch
female
boobs.
shepherd into
Yeah.
the Mass Effect games. It's
yeah,
just like-
no, she
She literally
yeah.
is walking with her arms out because they have the male model,
Yeah.
which has bigger arms.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's because the armor.
And so
Everyone
it's
knows
like-
that.
Like,
Well,
what-
maybe they'll fix it for the Legendary Edition.
That's what
right?
I'm saying. I'm not excited.
I really hope so. Like, have it be.
Do
a
we even
woman,
talk about?
please.
We did talk
We
about it.
talked
But
about it
it's
last
official
time.
now. It's official.
It's official,
in 7
guys.
day.
Guys, we reported this months ago. I think
years,
we
I
had the
yeah
scoop.
no.
We had the scoop on this.
I do believe that we
We had the scoop on
Yeah.
this. The scoop.
I think I've been waiting all my life for this
Scoop.
anyway. So
Two
okay.
scoops, if you will. Scoop.
2 scoops of Mass Effect. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's coming out in Q1 2021. So
Yep.
it's they're saying spring, so it's probably gonna be like around.
So like I said,
early
you guys,
March
good things are
or
coming.
April.
Good things are coming.
And speaking of good things,
I know that
Come.
we're all gonna have one fat ex-husband come January. Unfortunately, we kind of all are.
Not hearing a stupid voice on TV every day.
Oh my god. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best.
That's gonna be
He's still gonna be tweeting.
Punchable
He's still
face.
gonna be
Yeah,
tweeting.
no, fuck him. I don't give a shit. He can tweet all he fucking wants.
Yeah, I don't look at Twitter.
What I love is that they're like, no matter what people say, he's gonna be the leader of the Republican Party.
So,
no,
Matt,
fuck you. Get rid of him.
Do you want to roll the dice on how good your news is?
Yeah.
Do you want? So I'll go first then and let your news go.
100%.
last. But if we have the same news, then I'll ruin your news.
No,
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
gamble.
You have the same news as me, so I'm going to do it. I'm sure you do. So Johnny Depp.
Nope.
Johnny,
Oh!
Okay, all right, good.
Oh!
Okay,
oh.
so Johnny Depp
So
was
actually last one.
asked to resign from Fantastic Beasts 3.
It's Fantastic Bestiality is what the full name is.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to
No,
Fuck
that's
Them.
the one
what
they
it is.
want him for.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Fuck Them. Obviously, that's what it is. Okay, so
By the
Johnny
way,
Depp.
Why is that punch been a
Johnny Depp was asked to resign because his defamation lawsuit the other against Amber Heard, he dropped it because there's nothing that he was making up. So they're like, nope, bye. So he gets to keep all his money.
6 figures.
He gets to keep all the money he had because he said, I get to keep my money even if you recast me, and they did recast him already.
Who do you think's gonna play Grindelwald, Matt?
Oh, I know.
Jude Law.
The best.
Still Jude Law.
Matt
Colin
Mickelson.
Firth.
Matt
Actually,
Mickelson, come to me!
No, Jude Law. I agree. Jude
When did
Law.
they cast him originally?
No, Jude Law would be. I mean,
Jude Law's already there.
Jude
He's
Law's
already
playing
double.
double.
Oh, right.
That's always funny.
right.
But Matt Mickelson is, oh my god.
Yeah. What if he's like just so
I already
freaking great?
forgot Johnny Depp was in this character.
Yeah.
So
So do we get to watch Jude Law and Mads Mikkelsen kiss?
can we erase the first two Fantastic Beasts and just put Mads Mikkelsen in there somehow? Or just Mads Mikkelsen
No,
talking
Disney
for
has-
2 movies?
Is it
okay
Disney?
if I come-
Whatever. Who
Is
Universal?
it okay if I come in your house? I just want to know for just in case it already happened.
I supposedly Mads Mikkelsen is David Yates' first choice, and
Yeah.
he's also my first choice in my heart.
Yeah, in my heart,
Deep
in my
heart.
life,
Yeah.
in my life. Why is he not in everything that I know and love? What if we just started sweeting things and recasting Mads Mikkelsen as parts?
I think we should look for his shittiest movie and do that for
What if
for
Mads
watching. It'll still be
Mikkelsen-
better than what we just watched.
And
I don't agree with that. Sam Jones is pretty good.
what if Mads Mikkelsen and Nicolas Cage were in a movie together?
I'd 100% watch that movie. I'd own that movie.
They probably kill each other.
I'd buy that movie this week.
Or fuck each other.
Or both.
Like,
They
yeah.
fuck each other to death.
Mm.
That's gonna be the name of the podcast notes. The episode's not gonna be that. So my last news, which is so much better than that. More details, guys, for WandaVision.
Yes.
So we
Right.
saw some pictures.
Yes,
Yeah.
better. You're right.
We saw some pictures. The first episode is going to be filmed all in black and white in front of a live studio audience. So it's going to be like, and they kind of hinted at this
Sitcom,
like a
yeah.
sitcom kind of thing, like 50 sitcom. It's
Yeah,
set in a
like Dick Van
suburban
Dyke.
town called Westview, where they're trying to. And
Not
we kind of,
Westworld, right?
we kind of knew this where it's like they're trying to hide their powers. There's also the big rumor because they keep showing. There's little Easter eggs to House of M,
That's them stuff.
including on like a wine bottle. They have like it says like Casa de M or some bullshit on it. And but there's also a photo of Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, pregnant. Which in the comics she has twin children, who have superpowered as well, eventually. So that could be a cool thing for like a new Avengers type outfits maybe.
I feel like it'll just be in that one episode.
I think the strange and telling part of the picture is that it's a picture of Wanda holding her stomach and Vision looking at her stomach, but they both look kind of concerned. And I think that's kind of an interesting, maybe hopefully a story point too, where it's like maybe like she maybe
It's
she doesn't
Mephisto's
remember getting
baby.
pregnant. Yeah, who knows? Who the fuck knows? They also a weird thing that they say in one of the presses is that it shows the full capabilities of her telekinetic powers. She doesn't have telekinetic powers.
There's her powers.
But okay, I mean, her powers can present kind of as telekinesis
Yes.
because of how
Disney
they
can
are.
just do whatever the fuck they want.
Maybe they don't order powers.
Well, I don't know if they're like it's just someone that didn't really know anything about her, or if maybe they're changing her power set in some way. But hopefully not. Hopefully it's the former there because she has one of her powers is that she can literally fucking change reality, and she does do that several times in the comics. Because she has probability altering powers.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of hints in here, lots of good stuff. They talked about Agnes, which is Catherine Hahn's character, which I'm super excited about. And that she might be like some sort of villain character even.
Yeah.
That
Well,
kinda
because
makes
she's
sense to me.
like almost like a controller.
Or maybe she's Mephisto or himself.
Well, there's a character in I think it's like the Scarlet Witch's comic that's like it's like a different witch, and I don't remember the details of it anymore. But
As your witch.
yeah, that's it. You got it, man. You got it. She just wears blue and looks exactly the same otherwise.
Exactly the same.
Like that.
This
They
is
didn't draw a
70s.
different character.
That's 70s shit right there.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this. This sounds fun to me, and like Disney Plus, like I know they're like kind of few and far between, and we're getting another free year from Verizon, by the way. They've been few and far between with good shows, but they've had some like The Mandalorian's still really good.
Still kicking it.
Well, that's
They
what's
do-
carrying.
they do
Mandalorian
give
is
care.
carrying.
Yeah, that's the only reason I
Carrying
watch
Disney,
Disney.
yeah.
They have that guy from Justified in it right now.
Yeah, Timothy Olyphant.
I think you meant the chartreuse witch.
I almost went with Chartreuse actually, but I went Azure instead.
Yeah, I like chartreuse.
Seersucker. The Seersucker.
The Seersucker Witch. The Drab Witch.
Oh god.
That's all I got, guys.
The poop
did
witch.
anything else?
Yours was the best. I'm glad we finished with that.
Yeah.
No, we did. I think it was a good gamble. The Queen's gamble, if you will.
The Queen's Gamble.
Guys, thanks for stopping by. I think this was our best episode ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
I agree.
We weren't too drunk.
It was the episode of the century.
There you go. Episode of the century.
The first episode of the new millennium.
That's what
Yeah.
the name of this episode is. The episode of the century.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can't top that.